up, guys, and welcome back to the Roast Session Central. I'm the NigerianNemesis, and in today's video, we're going to be trying out this HOG deck that has all of these baity cards, including the Goblin Gang, Skeleton Army, and Goblin Barrel. It also has really good defense, featuring the Inferno Tower along with the Electro Wiz, and the two spells, the Log and Fireball. So the goal of this deck, in my opinion, I haven't really played it yet, but the goal of this deck is to bait out their Log or their Zap spell. We don't even need Zap since it's even level, but to bait out their Log using the Goblin Gang and Skeleton Army, and then counter pushing with a HOG and Goblin Barrel, and they have nothing to counter it. So let's go ahead and hop into this first battle so I can show you guys just what I'm talking about. Hog Rider is going down. I usually send in a naked Hog just to see what the counters are, and he's going to counter here with the Ice Wizard, so I'm totally fine with that. We'll get a lot of damage, actually, if that's the only thing he's going to counter it with. As you can see, we already have that tower down to 1742, and now we've got a counter push coming our way. So what we're going to start out with here is a Skarmy, and there goes his graveyard. Not too worried about it. I'm going to drop my Electro Wizard. That was actually a terrible Electro Wizard placement. I didn't see the skeletons there in the back. So he is going to get a lot of damage off onto our tower, as that tower is falling tremendously, and it's already down to 775 health. So not the best start from us there. I do not have my Hog Rider in hand, so I'm going to split the Goblin Gang here in a second. Instead, to see if I can sort of grab a Log, he's going to play a Lava Hound in the back. Okay, so now I'm going to send in a Hog and Goblin Barrel and see if he logs. He sends in a Princess. That Princess is not going to be enough. We've now got a Hog and Goblin Barrel onto that left tower, and that tower is starting to fall really fast. That tower is down to 424 health. And like I said, Lava Hound decks do not worry me at all whatsoever with this Inferno Tower and all these baity cards. To worry about the Lava Hound and the Balloon, that's just going to all fall. He does play his graveyard at this point. That tower is definitely gone, so I'm going to leave that all alone and let it play out. I'm going to let the King Tower and the other Crown Tower finish off the rest of his goblins. And overall, I'm not too worried about it. We've got that left tower down to 424, and we've got that right tower down to 1546. He does have our left tower down to 1734, but the thing is, that graveyard's not going to do as much damage with that Crown Tower activated. So what we're going to do is send in our Hog on the left, or on the right side, I mean, and those goblins on the left. That Hog will get to the tower and get a swing off. So now we have that tower down to 1282. I'm going to go ahead and send in my Goblin Barrel for some more pressure. Make him play another card onto that. He does not play it in time, so he's going to take even more damage. That tower is now down to 858. In comes his Miner, so I'm going to go ahead and zap this with my Electro Wizard and go ahead and log his Princess as well. Our King Tower is actually going to take some decent damage from that Electro Wizard, but I'm going to be ballsy here and leave that alone and go ahead and try to get another crown. I don't think he's going to be able to 3-crown us. As you see on the left side, E-Wiz is going to go ahead and zap that tower down. And on the right side, we've got our Hog going to town, going to work. That tower is now down to 330 HP. All we have to do now is deal with his pushes. He's going to send in his Lava Hound here, and those skeletons will wipe out both of his wizards, I think, here in a second. They will. And that Princess almost went down to them. She does not, so I'm going to have to counter her here with all of this. And in goes my Hog and Goblin Barrel. My finishing push right here. Does it take the tower? Unfortunately, I did not split the goblins, but it does not matter. That tower is now down. And as you can see, we came back in this battle. 3 seconds left on the clock. Nothing much he can do. Good game. Well played. I really do like this deck. I was thinking about not using it, but it's pretty solid with the Hog Rider going in and all the different sorts of baity spells. I think probably a tough matchup for this deck might be that Splash Yard. Definitely the Splash Yard, since we have so many fragile troops. It would just splash everything down, and then it'll counter us with the graveyard. Hopefully we don't run into those. I mean, hopefully we do, actually, so I can show you guys just to see what kinds of mistakes and what the matchup would be like. But in comes this guy's Battle Ram. Let me focus and show some respect to my man Pedrin as we go ahead up against him. And he's going to play that Zap. That Zap was deadly to us, and our Goblin Gang will clean up those two Barbarians. But he will connect with the Battle Ram. And that tower is now down to 2057. Spear Goblin spearing away that tower. His tower falls down to 1718. And I mean, good start for us, honestly. I thought it was going to be a lot worse since he did get that initial push. I'm going to go ahead and send in a Goblin Barrel. I don't know if that's the best play. I've got my Fireball hovered if he plays anything worth of value. He does not. He plays his Knight. Luckily, one of the Goblins got a stab off, but I don't even know if that was worth it. So what we're going to have to do now is set up some defense and get ready to counter push, because we do not have anything here, and he has more elixir than we do. So our Inferno Tower is going to lock onto the Knight. Thankfully, I'm going to go ahead and drop this EUS to stop the Battle Ram just a little bit. And that Battle Ram will go down Inferno Tower, and both towers will help clean that up. And I figured, usually when you see Battle Ram, you see 3 Musketeers, so I'm glad we're playing this deck here. because I know that this 3 Musketeer deck is everywhere. I've seen it everywhere on the challenges. It's everywhere in the Crown Championship, and it's everywhere on the ladder. So hopefully I can show you guys how to counter this deck here. He is looking really good right now. He has 2 pumps down and an elixir lead. So what I'm going to do here is Hog and Goblin Barrel and see what he has to... Okay, so he has his Goblin Gang. That's going to be a pretty decent counter to us, actually. But we will get that tower down big time still anyways. That tower is now down to 335 HP. We are looking pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and let this one play out and get ready for his Battle Ram as it is coming in hot. Down goes my E-Wiz. My Fireball is not ready in time. Will the... Oh, down goes our... our E-Wiz is now down. The Fireball did lock onto the Barbarian. But of course, the tower chooses to lock on to the Barbarian with more health. So we will lose a lot of damage. I'm going to go ahead and log both of these Musketeers back towards the tower. This is why that deck is so deadly. It baits out the Fireball with the Minion Horde, and then you have to split it up, and it's just so tough. So what I'm going to do now here is Skarmy that Musketeer on the right and Goblin Gang these Musketeers here on the left. It looks like we might take a lot of damage. E-Wiz is going down to save the day. Slow down that Battle Ram for us real quick, and that last Goblin will take down that tower. And as you can see, now we have both towers struggling pretty honestly, but I don't think he can get to this tower, to our towers. We're going to play some solid defense here. We have 2 Inferno towers up. He's going all in on the right side, which I figured would happen, but he's wasting way too much on the right. He let those Musketeers on the left die, and I think that's going to cost him the game here with that Skeleton Army and Log cleaning up what he has left to offer. 10 seconds left on the clock. He's forcing in another Battle Ram. Down goes our E-Wiz to help stop all that. I'm ready for his Minion Horde this time with the Fireball. No way he's going to be able to get back to his 3 Musketeers to end our game. Inferno Tower going down just in case, and we secured another victory on the day, 2-0. With this Hog bait deck. Guys, this deck is super solid. Definitely try it out in challenges, or if you're at an even level in your area on the trophy count, and try it out on the ladder. It's just very annoying when they can zap your Goblin Gang and kill all your Goblins, even though the Goblins are supposed to stay alive at even level, or if they can zap away your Goblin Barrel, then it just makes this deck kind of worthless. So it does really well in these challenges. I don't really have much. Oh man, he has the Lava Hound again. I was trying to send in my Goblin Barrel opposite lane, but unfortunately he sent that out. So what I'm going to do here is Goblin Gang on the left side to go ahead and split up his push. This is the main thing you want to do against these kinds of decks. You do not want them to build up a huge push going down one side, or there's no way you're going to be able to stop it. I'm going to have to take that minion damage straight up and get our Inferno Tower ready here to counter that Lava Hound. And let's see what he's going to do here. Oh, he's actually going to play a Lightning. Alright, I was thinking about playing my E-Wiz, but we're not going to need it. We're going to go ahead and eat the last bit of that damage and go ahead and send in our Hog Rider. Hog Rider's going in on the right side. Let's see what kind of counter he has waiting for us. He has a Tombstone. Good to know. I'll prepare my log for that next time. And he's actually going to play a Mega Minion, so he kind of over-defended on that side. Beautiful for us. Now we've got our E-Wiz going down to the back. That's going to stop that push entirely. E-Wiz is focusing on the Mega Minion, and now I've got my Goblin Gang to go ahead and put pressure on the left side, and now Goblin Barrel on the right side and split it up once again. He's going to go ahead and arrow that side. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Now he has his Goblin Gang. I'm going to go ahead and log here, keep our E-Wiz alive just a little bit longer so he can do one more damage to that tower. He does not, but he did get a good amount of damage here as well as the barrel. That tower is now down to 942 health, and we are looking pretty good here, to be honest. We are looking fantastic. In goes the Hog Rider. Does he have... Okay, he does not. He's going to play his Minions, actually. Perfectly fine by me. Minions will allow my Hog Rider to get 2 hits on the tower, and we won't have to deal with it anymore, as he will not be able to play that behind the Lava Hound. So down goes our Skarmy just to distract a little bit more. We're going to push big time on that left side with the Goblin Gang. Risky, but I don't think he has a log, and he's not going to play his arrows, so we're actually going to do a decent amount of damage on that side. Tower is now down to 1761. So I've got my Inferno Tower ready for his Lava Hound. I'm assuming he has a balloon. There's no way he doesn't, so we're going to keep pressuring him. There goes his balloon. So now I'm going to go Hog Rider, Goblin Barrel on the left side and see what kind of damage we can do, because I fear we will lose this tower eventually. So down goes my log, and I'm going to play my E-Wiz on top of all of his troops. We should catch a Lightning here. We do, and that might be tower. I'm not sure how much it does. It doesn't matter. I think he's going to get 2 hits off, and that's going to be tower down. We've got both of his towers down really low, so we're going to keep the pressure up high here with the Goblin Barrel, Goblin Gang, and send in our Hog Rider. It's a lot for him to defend. That tower is going to fall. There is only 20 seconds left in this battle. If we can stop that Lava Hound one more time and get our Hog and Goblins onto that last tower, we will be in business. But right now, we've got to stop these troops. So down goes our Electro Wizard. Down goes our Log. We've got all this. Inferno Tower is going to shred that Lava Hound. 10 seconds left on the clock. In comes his balloon. We're going to have to gamble here with our remaining troops. Fireball's going down. I didn't even notice the tower was that low on health. and he's going to lightning, but that's not going to be enough. That's going to be good game, and we are 3-0 with this deck in this Grand Challenge. Good game, FC Haves or F Chaves. And just so you guys know, this deck is very strong. I've showed it to you here. Now in this these 3 battles, we are so close to getting our crown chest. Here's the deck for you guys. One more time, it features the Hog and Goblin Barrel, as you saw. Just go ahead and bail out their spell cards and then send in the Goblin Barrel. And it does so much damage. I'm so thankful for you guys tuning in to the channel today. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and do that and hit the bell to get notifications so you're subscribed for daily Clash Royale content. I hope you guys go on and enjoy the rest of your day. Peace!